Oh snap. Okay, that is delightful. Wow. Okay, I'm kind of surprised and blown away by this. This is delicious. This is the Southern Tier Frosted Sugar Cookie Imperial Ale. Kind of thought this was going to be too sweet for me. It's not. It's just right. It's Goldilocks. You know, this is also good for us. Sorry, I'm just like Smackers McSmackersons over here. A breakfast beer, you know, just if you want one for a special occasion. You know, I think I need to start kind of introducing myself in some of my videos because I realize I am getting some new subscribers. So if you're new here, welcome. I am Kate the Great Beauty, and I thought we'd do just like a fun holiday themed video today. So I put together a bunch of my stuff, not just makeup, we're talking skincare as well, candles, anything that reminds me of the holidays. As many of you know, I was lucky enough to have Samantha Jones on my channel in my last video. If you didn't see it, you need to check it out. There was so much demand for her to come back as a special guest again. I talked to her, we worked it out, she's coming back. And before we get going, if you have not subscribed, if you have not liked this, please do so. I would so appreciate you. Okay, so I'm gonna start with makeup. And of course you can wear this makeup any time of year, okay? I really don't believe in like, you just wear these colors in this season. No, not at all. But these are definitely products that remind me of a wintry vibe, sort of like a snow baby angel vibe, which is kind of what I was trying to give you today. Aspen cheeks, got some of that in here. So the makeup look I have right now is going to be linked down below in the description box, and I am wearing some of the products I'm about to talk about, first of which is the Victoria Beckham Lid Luster in the shade Chiffon. This has stolen my heart. I have, I think, one or two other shades. The formula on this is bananas. It is so incredibly good. It's really more like a shimmer glimmer veil. It's very, very thin, which is what I love about it. There's no chunkiness to it. Just like, look at that in the pan. Like, what? What's even happening here? And I am wearing this on my lids today. This is all I have on my lids. And you can see it swatch on my finger here, which I often think is like the best way to see what a shade looks like. I just think this is the perfect champagne shade. Throw this on your lid, buff it out a little bit with a fluffy brush, and you're good. You've got like a really beautiful, classy, subtle, shimmery holiday eye. Wow, that was a lot of adjectives. Also, I do believe that Victoria Beckham is currently having a 20% off sale. I don't know how long it's going to be going on for. Maybe want to pick this up while you can, get a little discount. Guys, I am digging on the treats of this beer. This is truly so smooth. And of course, like this beauty product is important to me all times of the year, but I feel like especially important in winter because Aspen cheeks. You want that gorgeous, healthy, I just ski down the slopes in Aspen look without actually having to ski down the slopes in Aspen, unless you want to do that. And then like, you do you, boo. I am personally more of like a sitting downstairs in the ski lodge looking out at people skiing with a chunky sweater, feeling fabulous and having an alcoholic beverage, but that's just me. So I have a couple different options for you. Aspen cheek can really be any sort of like berry to red shade. It really is just a healthy flush of color. So I picked out some of my favorite formulas and my favorite shades. I'm gonna start with what I'm wearing on my cheeks right now. And this has kind of fallen to the back because my Pat McGrath blushes are right in front of it. Poor KVD, I love this shade so much. This formula is phenomenal. It is the shade Poppy in the Everlasting Blush. So finely milled, and you can see it really did give me just like those cherub cheeks. I know this looks really intense, but I promise you, if you go in really subtly and just build it up, it's gorgeous. And this also reminds me of the Pat McGrath blush in Electric Bloom. You can see they're pretty similar. The KVD is a little bit more like matte orangey red, and there's a little bit more pink in the Pat McGrath blush. But these are both really great options, and I'm gonna swatch them on my arm for you so you can see the difference. So that right there is the Pat McGrath in the shade Electric Bloom. And this, oh my gosh, I wish you could feel this. It is just so soft. This is the KVD in the shade Poppy. Oh wow, just so brilliant. So you can see that Pat McGrath is almost like a little bit more watercolory. Oh, it's so gorgeous. This is a little bit more of an orangey red. That is the KBD. Both fantastic aspen cheek options if you really want that, like, I just came in from the cold look. Moving on to some cream blushes, and these are more in the berry sort of purpley family, still an aspen cheek, just cooler in tone. This is a brand new shade from Beauty Pie, and I am dying about it. This is the Super Cheek in Sexy Berry. They have only had 4 shades of their blush, and now they've added a 5th. Run, do not freaking walk. This is just the most balanced, perfect berry tone that I think I've ever seen. I actually did start out with this on my cheeks, but you can't tell because I topped it with the KVD. But look at how gorgeous that is. It really is just a really more subtle natural flush. Not that you couldn't build it up and make it, you know, more of like a blush draping situation, but oh my gosh, I am just mad about this new shade that Beauty Pie has come out with. So that is a really perfect berry shade. Next, I picked out the MAC Glow Play Blush, and this is in the shade Rosie Does It. This is a recommendation from State of Cate. So incredibly gorgeous. What's even happening? Like, look at that swatch. That is insane. Wow, it is just like the perfect sort of fuchsia berry shade. And then I chose the Merit Cream Blush cheek color in the shade Mood. I know this looks so dark and intense. This is definitely probably the most dewy of the formulas I'm showing you in terms of blush today. You can see, oh yeah, definitely a little less pigmented, a little bit more dew, but damn if that's not stunning. Honestly, with these cheek products, like, look at it. Look at how incredibly glossy that is. You probably don't even need a highlighter with this. I really love this as well. So I think I give you a really good range. You're looking at that and you're like, wow, anything can be an aspen cheek. And I know I've been talking a lot about these Fit Glow lip color serums. They are just phenomenal. And the reason why, I mean, again, this is something you can wear any time of year. These are fantastic. But I feel like in the winter, we just need more hydration. And this really is like a lip mask formula with just a really sheer pigment, which is oftentimes all I want in the winter. I just want my lips to look plumped. I want them to look fresh. I want them to look plushious. This right here is the shade Juice. And you're thinking, wow, Kate, that's really bright. I have some lip stuff on already, but is that not just gorgeous? And my lips feel like I put the damn Laneige lip mask on. I am running through these like nobody's business. Okay, like look, this is the shade Rosé. Halfway through this bitch. I think I have about like 8 of these now, and they really are something that I use every day. I just turn to them constantly because I'm like, that's all I want. And obviously wintertime is a time when we really want to focus on the skincare even more, right? Because for a lot of us, you know, this time of year is incredibly dry. It's cold. There's a lot of dry heat we're dealing with. I am consistently using an essence mist, whatever you want to call it. I have probably about 5 different kinds, and I mist my face at least twice a day. Right when I get up in the morning to refresh my face in the day, and then it's a part of my skincare routine at night. So the one that I'm holding here in my hand is the Fit Glow Day Blue Light Essence Toner. I received a sample of this when I placed an order for some of the Fit Glow lip color serums, and I fell in love with it. I don't know what to say other than when I started using it, I would wake up the next day and my skin just looked better than it did before. I mean, isn't that always the case with skincare? It's like, okay, I use a million things. What is it that I added in that is making my skin next level? And that's how I felt about this product. So this is a deeply hydrating essence that shields skin from visible effects of blue light pollution, improves look of hyperpigmentation, and protects from environmental stressors. It has botanical melanin, niacinamide, and orchid that transform and boost the performance of other skincare products. This is also refillable. We love that. And I am seeing right now, actually, Fit Glow is having 20% off site-wide. Wow, just with the sales, like, damn. Moving on to another mist that I love from Beauty Pie. This is the Triple Hyaluronic Acid Hydra Plump Dewy Skin Mist. You can see I'm almost out of this. I am not precious with the mists, okay? I go to town with these, okay? Like, I'm not precious. I just mist the hell out of my face, my neck, my décolleté. This hyaluronic acid line from Beauty Pie is phenomenal. And we're moving on to the second part of the video, which is basically me telling you every single thing I use in combination with each other at one time to make the coziest, most holiday evening possible for myself. Just cancel the holiday parties, because once you hear about this routine, this is all you're gonna wanna do, okay? First, I have to start with the candles, because candles make everything. Put a candle on and it enhances your day, your evening, whatever, in a second. And I'm gonna tell you two of my current favorite scents from Bath & Body Works. I had my friend Victoria come over the other night, and we watched And Just Like That. And she was just like, oh my God, this is so cozy. Like, you don't even have a fireplace. You don't have a real tree, but I feel like you do. Need we say more? So this is the Fresh Balsam scent, which is just a classic from Bath & Body Works. But I'm also just loving how cute they're making the candles nowadays. Like, the design, look at how cheery and how fun. So the notes in this are woodland balsam, crisp eucalyptus, fir branches, cedar wood, and of course, natural essential oils. So this I keep going literally next to the tree. While in the kitchen, I have my favorite sweet-ish scent, which is the frosted cranberry. I love frosted cranberry. You know, here's the thing. I'm actually not much of a fruity scented candle person, and I'm also not wow, this candle looks like hell. It's almost done. Yeah, I'm not really much of like a fruity scented candle person or a sweet scented candle person. I can deal with it when it's in the kitchen. I can get behind it. The reason why I love frosted cranberry is because, yes, it's fruity, of course, but it has that tartness to it that kind of cuts the sweetness. So the notes in this are iced cranberries, blonde woods, red apple, and tonka bean. So it's a little bit musky, a little bit fruity. It's just like a great balance of things. Oh, it just made my mouth water talking about it. Also want to mention the Nest candle. I'm going to show you a screenshot of that because I have completely burned through my giant holiday scented Nest candle. But guys, if you have the cash, you want a flash for that candle, I highly suggest it. It is one of the most festive, sophisticated holiday scents I have ever smelled. This is my Jack Skellington micro fleece, is that what it's called? Am I drunk? Micro fleece blanket. Actually, Randy found this at Home Goods, and you saw it if you watched my tiny apartment tour video. You saw this. This is changing my world. I know it sounds so obvious to be like, go and get yourself a micro fleece blanket. Did you ever think of that? Honestly, I didn't have one of these for a long time. What was I doing with my life or my choices? I've looked all over for this blanket and I cannot find it anywhere, but I found some awesome alternatives. So of course I'm gonna link those down below. So we've got the candles going. We have the tray on. We've got the blanket at the bottom of the bed. Next thing that's very, very important is the Netflix fireplace, okay? Now don't roll your eyes. Don't knock it till you try it, okay? Because I was, again, going without that. And then one evening I was like, why don't I just have this on all the time? I put it on. This tiny ass apartment feels like a little Aspen Lodge. Do not underestimate a digital fireplace, okay? It can do wonders for tricking your brain and making you feel like you're actually in just like a super cozy log cabin. I know what you're gonna ask me. You're gonna ask me, Kate, what are you drinking in this scenario? Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm drinking maybe this now that I found out about it, but I am hooked on the Southern Comfort non-alcoholic eggnog spiked with whiskey. I'm gonna get, again, very specific. I highly, highly suggest the Jameson Caskmates IPA edition whiskey. It's just the perfect combination. I've tried other whiskeys. They're a little too much. They're a little too strong. There's something so smooth and slightly sweet about that whiskey. And again, with the mouth watering. Yeah, eggnog is like, it's like my dessert. It's like my big indulgence in the month of December. So if you haven't tried it, I highly suggest you try a spiked nog. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. You're like, Kate, stop it. That is not just for the holidays. You're just trying to find another reason to talk about the Dr. Dennis Gross Spectralite Facewear LED Iron Man robot mask. Well, you know what? That's true. That's true. You should use this year round. This built into the routine I just talked to you about with the candles and the fire and the blanket and all the things. The spiked nog, get out of here. I leave this on for at least 30 minutes. I might turn on one of those horrible Netflix holiday movies. Have you seen that one with Brooke Shields and Carrie Elwes? So bad, but so good. Turn that on and literally just leave this on your face for, it doesn't even matter, like 45 minutes, an hour. You will literally Benjamin Button yourself back into time and wake up essentially a 10-year-old child. I know I'm being silly about it, but I really am dead serious. Like, I always tell people, if I could choose one thing that is a game changer that you could do for your skin where you're like, why wasn't I doing this years prior? It's going to be this mask. I'm waking up to just like, just like gorgeous, flawless, plumped, toned, smooth skin every day after drinking a couple spiked nogs. You know what I'm saying? Okay, guys, so those are all the things that I am loving right now in the month of December that is just making me feel like the giantest Christmas elf there ever was. I have a competition going on with Buddy the Elf, okay? He's winning by a hair, but I'm close. Also, I just have to say, I don't normally bring it back around to the drink at the end of the video, but this is so damn good. I am. Like, this is perfection. It's not too heavy. You know what I mean? Like when you do a stout, sometimes you're like, well, no, I'm tapped out. I had one beer. I'm full. I feel like Jabba the Hutt. No, not this. This is a delicious treat and you need to go get yourself some. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you had a cozy, cozy time. Again, everything I talked about will be linked down below in the description box. You guys are the best. Please stay safe out there and cheers till next time. Bye. Yeah.